The world of global trade is in constant motion, and trade conflicts have the power to reshape entire economies in unpredictable ways. One of the most intense and ongoing disputes today is the economic standoff between the United States and Canada. What initially seemed like a straightforward tariff disagreement has escalated into a high-stakes confrontation, affecting industries on both sides of the border and fundamentally altering global economic relationships. A single tariff can set off a domino effect, impacting jobs, industries, and consumer prices across multiple sectors. Retaliatory measures can push entire economies to reassess their trade strategies. At first, the United States aimed to assert dominance, but as tensions with Canada deepened, the economic ramifications have spread far beyond expectations. What began as a tariff dispute has transformed into a full-scale economic confrontation, putting industries, jobs, and even the foundation of North American trade at risk. With factories closing, employment in jeopardy, and consumer prices surging, this situation has moved well beyond political rhetoric. So, what led to this dramatic escalation, and what lies ahead as the standoff persists? Let's examine the 7 most crucial developments shaping this intensifying trade conflict. Trade disputes between nations are nothing new, but what distinguishes this one is Canada's calculated response to U.S. tariffs. Instead of engaging in broad retaliation, Canada carefully targeted industries and products that hold both political and economic significance. The result? An economic shift that extends beyond trade policies. It's about sending a clear message. Canada will push back while safeguarding its own economic stability. When the U.S. imposed a 25% tariff on Canadian goods, Canada didn't respond with sweeping countermeasures. Instead, it pinpointed specific industries, choosing retaliatory tariffs on products that carry political weight. From Kentucky bourbon to Florida orange juice, these goods have deep roots in American politics. But this wasn't just symbolic. Canada strategically hit industries that would be felt most at the consumer level. The electric vehicle sector was another prime target, directly affecting U.S. manufacturers in one of the most crucial emerging industries. This measured response isn't merely about tariffs. It's a strategic maneuver designed to engage in economic warfare without suffering severe domestic repercussions. As a result, this standoff is unlikely to resolve quickly, with implications reaching well beyond North America. One of the most forward-looking industries in this dispute is the electric vehicle market. And at the center of it all is Tesla. While Tesla is renowned for its cutting-edge innovation, its supply chain is deeply dependent on Canadian resources like nickel, lithium, and aluminum, critical materials for EV battery production. Canada, recognizing its leverage over these vital resources, has the ability to impose restrictions that would disrupt Tesla's production line, leading to increased costs and significant delays. This isn't just a challenge for Tesla. The entire EV sector relies on these raw materials. Canada's potential decision to restrict supply could trigger widespread production delays across the automotive industry. As investors react to these trade uncertainties, stock prices have already shown volatility, reflecting the heightened risks tied to this conflict. The stakes for the EV market are enormous, and Canada's strategic positioning may shape its future trajectory. Beyond Tesla, another critical yet underappreciated consequence of this trade war is its impact on the North American automotive supply chain. Vehicle manufacturing is a highly coordinated cross-border process, with the United States, Canada, and Mexico all playing integral roles. This interdependence is essential for maintaining cost efficiency and production speed. However, the imposition of tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum has disrupted this fragile balance, leading to soaring production costs, delays, and job losses. Factories in both the United States and Canada, which rely on a steady flow of materials across the border, are facing severe cost increases. This disruption doesn't just affect major manufacturers. it hits smaller suppliers that keep production lines moving efficiently. Ironically, the very tariffs meant to protect American manufacturing jobs may end up hurting those workers instead. As costs rise and operations struggle, factories are being forced to lay off employees or shut down altogether. Canada, fully aware of the interwoven nature of this supply chain, has made the automotive sector a primary battleground in this dispute. As the conflict deepens, pressure is mounting on the United States to reassess its trade policies before the economic damage becomes irreversible. But trade wars are never just about economics. They carry profound political consequences as well. As American consumers, factory workers, and farmers begin to feel the sting of higher prices and job losses, the political landscape is shifting. What was once promoted as a strategy to protect American industries is now drawing criticism from policymakers worried about voter backlash. Many United States politicians who initially supported the tariffs are reconsidering their positions as public dissatisfaction grows. Meanwhile, in Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has framed his response as a defense of national sovereignty, rallying support by presenting Canada's countermeasures as necessary protections for its industries and workers. This approach has solidified domestic political backing as Canada braces for the long-term consequences of the trade conflict. In the United States, however, trade policy has become an electoral issue, forcing politicians to navigate the economic fallout carefully. While much of the focus remains on tariffs, Canada possesses another formidable economic weapon: energy. The United States is heavily dependent on Canadian oil, natural gas, and electricity. Though Canada has yet to leverage this advantage fully, the mere possibility of restricting energy exports has raised concerns among U.S. officials. A reduction in oil shipments to the United States could send gas prices skyrocketing, triggering widespread economic instability. Northern U.S. states, which rely on Canadian electricity, could face severe shortages, potentially leaving millions without power. Such consequences would dwarf the impact of tariffs alone. Canada's decision to withhold energy restrictions for now suggests that it is holding this as a last resort measure, one that, if deployed, could dramatically alter the power dynamics of North American trade and reshape economic relations between the two nations. What started as a dispute between two close neighbors has now spilled over onto the global stage. European nations, wary of growing uncertainty, are adjusting their trade strategies, seeking new markets and alliances. Meanwhile, China is stepping in, strengthening trade ties with Canada to replace lost business with the United States. Developing nations are also capitalizing on this shift, stepping into trade gaps where American businesses are now struggling. The risk for the United States is clear. If the conflict persists, it could undermine its standing as a dominant economic force. This dispute isn't just about tariffs, it's about economic alliances, trust, and the shifting balance of global power. While high-level negotiations and political maneuvers dominate headlines, the real consequences are being felt at the consumer level. Rising grocery costs, unpredictable gas prices, and struggling small businesses are just the beginning. The ripple effects of this trade war extend far beyond major industries, touching everyday lives in the United States and Canada alike. Job losses in manufacturing, increased costs for essential goods, and economic uncertainty are now daily realities for many families. Even if a resolution were reached tomorrow, the damage to businesses and supply chains would take years to mend. The central question remains: how long will the American public tolerate these economic hardships before demanding change? What started as a calculated political move has evolved into one of the most consequential trade conflicts of modern times. The standoff between the United States and Canada is no longer just about tariffs. It's about global economic influence, shifting alliances, and the future of North American trade. Will the United States continue to escalate tensions, or Will mounting economic pressures force a resolution before the damage becomes irreparable? The stakes have never been higher, and the repercussions will be felt for years to come. Are we witnessing the dawn of a new economic order, or will diplomatic efforts bring this dispute to an end? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're glad you're enjoying this video. Please like and subscribe. Check out another video that is now on your screen.